Hey guys, welcome back to Arting Around with Miss Brown. This is episode 10 and we're continuing our study on op art. If you remember from Monday, op art is an artwork that kind of tricks the eye, sort of an optical illusion. So sometimes it looks like things are vibrating or moving in and out of the picture. Op art includes lots of lines and geometric shapes, and then either contrasting colors or black and white. So we're gonna do 3 different styles today. Here's one, style number 2, and 3. Let's look real quick at the first one. So basically what you're gonna do, the steps are up at the top. You're gonna make a dot in the center of your paper. So you can see I did that right there. Step number 2 is you're gonna use your ruler and you're gonna draw radiating lines that start at the middle and go out to the edge. You want an even number of radiating lines so your pattern works. So you can see all my lines started at the middle, went out to the side. Step 3, in one wedge, you're gonna make curved lines. And if you notice, the curved lines are closer together when they're near the dot, and then they get further out here. That helps with the illusion of space. Step number 4, in the next wedge, you're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna do opposite curves. So if you look in this wedge right here, my lines curve down kind of like a frown. And then in this wedge, they curve up like a smile. And also notice that they touch where they connect. So when I go to do my next one, I'll start where that dot is and then I'll curve out and they'll connect for each wedge. And then last step is step 5 to do some color. And I just did a pattern of orange and brown. And if you notice, I changed it. So where I have brown right here, it's orange over here, brown here, orange. So every time I cross a line, I changed my color. Also notice that when I'm closer to these radiating lines, I shade darker. That gives that the illusion of it popping out. Okay. This type, I only did half of this just to show you on the bottom half what it looks like, not finished. But you're gonna start with your ruler and you're gonna measure and mark every 1/2 inch on each side of the paper. So I put my ruler and every 1/2 inch, I made a little mark. Did that on both sides and then also top and bottom. And then step 2, drew a circle in the center. I just used a roll of masking tape and traced the inside. You can freehand draw a circle or trace pretty much anything you want. Step number 3 is the marks that you made every 1/2 inch. You're gonna connect them to make a checkerboard pattern, but not through the circle. So when I did these lines, I stopped when I got to the circle and then continued over here. The reason why I did that is step number 4, the curved lines you want to bulge. So instead of straight lines, I bulged up for the top half, down for the bottom half. They did start and stop where my grid lines were though. And then I did the same thing to the left and right. So it gives the illusion of it popping out. Last step, color every other one black and white. So every time I cross a line, I change the color. Okay, last style right here. Starts super easy. You're gonna draw a square in the center. There's my square. In the middle of the square, you're gonna draw a dot. Mine was kind of around here. It got a little bit away from me. Step number 3 is from that dot, you're gonna make radiating lines. So just like we did in that first one, lines that are drawn from that dot out to the edges. And then you're gonna simply color every other one, black and white, or you can change your colors if you wanna do contrasting colors, but every time you cross a line, you change. So how I've got white here, as soon as I crossed the line to my square, I changed it to black. And I did it all the way for the background of this one. I did the lines all the way around, or you can just do a wedge. I kind of liked how that looked, so I stopped. Last thing I wanted to show you is if you are interested in op art, there are so many different examples on the internet. So this is just a Google search for op art projects. You just find a ton. I can keep scrolling and there's all sorts of different cool illusions. Also lots of stuff on Pinterest for this. So enjoy.